Okay, so how's she going today, guys? So it's the 3rd, June 3rd. It's been kind of rainy and crappy today. Not too bad. There's a little bit on the cool side, but yet it's also on the warm side too. If it wasn't cloudy out, it'd probably be a little bit warmer. But it did rain this morning. They said that we were supposed to get some storms, but we didn't get anything. Just some rain, basically. Let's see what the hell's going on here. Because someone's been driving on my lawn again. I'm not sure what the hell it is. Not too sure. Looks like a truck track, but whatever. They didn't really do much to it, looks like. So, starting to spit already, boys. Ah, shit. So anyways, I did manage to pick up some pieces here. I didn't pick up a lot because these things are expensive as shit. And these are actually a little bit heavier, I guess apparently than what I'm getting. So, or than what I got here. And so these right here were what the hell were they? Like $8, $9 for a piece. And these are only 3-foot sections, and I was only able to get 3 of them because I was kind of limited to my money. So I got a heavier kind. There's 3 of these. This is what I was looking for, something basically like this. But see, this has got that shiny shit on it. I don't think this has it. From what I can tell, it doesn't have it on there. So it'll probably be a little bit easier to weld. So unfortunately 3 of these will not be enough. They had some 6-footers, but man, he wanted like $13 for a 6-footer, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, I can't do that. You know, like I could only probably get one of those, and I'm just gonna put these together. Now I kind of have to unfortunately have to weld these together too. So let's see here. Something like that. This one seems to be bent a hair bit. Oh well. So yeah, that's still not going to be long enough. I didn't bring my good tape measure out either. But there goes the truck. But yeah, so I'm just going to measure here real quick and just see what I got. I know I'm going to need more. I think I might actually go on my Steel website and see, because I think they sell this kind of stuff too. See what they're charging for some of this. Because I might be able to get it for a hair bit cheaper. So we're at 8.5 feet. And I need to go, I should pull me. This tape measure actually doesn't even go that stinking far. This is only a 12-foot tape measure. The gate's going to be like 16 feet long or something stupid like that. So I think what I'm going to end up probably needing is I'm going to probably end up needing, well, many more. Because right there I got 3, I'm probably going to need at least 2 more to make it as long as I need it to be. So we're at about 8.5 feet right now, apparently. Now it'll be a little bit longer than that because I kind of shoved this underneath there by mistake. So So yeah, a little bit more than that yet, but this is actually a heavier kind than what this is. I'm still gonna probably end up using these as well. These will probably just get welded on there for, you know, like extra bracing or something, you know. See, I need to get 2 more, I think, there, like, to make it long. And then I'll probably, I don't know how tall I'm gonna make it. So a 2 3/4 would make it a 6. We can get a 6-footer too. It'd be basically the same as two of those. And because the gate's gonna probably be at least, you know, another thing too is I can cut it to size if I have to. Because I don't know if I really want the gate 6 feet tall, which would actually be a little bit overkill. Well, it wouldn't be overkill. It's just probably not really necessary to be that tall. But then you have to remember too, once you get it that long, then you have to have your pieces coming down this way. Okay, and then you have to have reinforcement throughout the center of it too, so it doesn't, yeah, if you know what I mean. Basically, so it doesn't have any, basically so it can't have any wobble, because we don't want wobble. So these pieces here I'm probably not even going to use. I think these are at least 2 feet right here. I'm just going to show you what I mean, is that once you get these put in, okay, that'll be your side pieces. Of course, then you probably have another one here-ish, you know. Okay, then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to put another one in the center. Okay, so we'll put this one in the center. And then you would need, I guess we'll just use these. I don't have any more of these. Maybe it's about the same, I don't know. I'm just giving you guys a rough idea. A little bit shorter. So what you'd end up probably doing, it's a little bit something like that. And then of course you would have your reinforcement pieces, which you'd probably end up having one, say, like in there. Something like that, okay, so you can't twist it. And then you would have pieces, something like that, you know. Then it'll just get welded or bolted or whatever, however I can do it. And then just there, you know. It's probably going to end up being a little bit of a heavier gate than what I would like it to be, but I think, I'll probably end up doing. Oh, there is another piece over here yet, I guess. What I'll probably end up doing is, so yeah, see, when you have a piece like that, I'll have to put, you know, another one in there, kinda, whatever. So, you know, you guys kind of get the gist of the idea of what I'm trying to do here. And then, of course, there's going to be one at the bottom. You know, he did sell some flat pieces too, which I'll probably end up picking up maybe a few of those as well to help with reinforcement in some areas, because he made smaller pieces too, but I didn't actually bring these little pieces. I didn't bring that little piece with me because I figured I kind of would be able to eyeball it, and I ended up picking up bigger ones. But bigger, the stronger, but then also heavier. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the main frame out of these heavier pieces, and then the reinforcement pieces will be smaller. So that way the gate is somewhat light and can't twist and bend. I'm going to probably try to weld it all together, and I'll probably end up shoving a bolt in it or something too, just to kind of help with it. But this kind of gives you the general idea of what I'm kind of dealing with. So I figured for the amount of steel I'm going to be paying to build this thing, I could probably almost go out and buy another. I could actually just go buy a gate. The thing is that the nearest place that sells gates, you got to make sure they have them in stock. If they don't, then you have to order them. And then you have to go down there and get it, because they don't ship. And the gates are decently cheap, but you know, it's a long drive, and it's not worth it for me. I could just buy the bits and pieces at the hardware, you know, and make my own son of a bitch. It doesn't have to be perfect anyway. So, and I think I'm going to leave it kind of like as it is right now. Because see how the holes, well, the gate will probably be flipped around, but see, it's got the holes in there, right? I can actually bolt the sign to that if I wanted to, you know, like a no trespassing sign or whatever, which is what I plan on getting to. So, yeah, actually I think on some of these pieces, I'm just going to pick up my pieces here. These are actually for the garage door of the house, these shiny pieces. But once I get a new door in, that's probably what he'll put in. So then I could use these for the part of the gate if I wanted to. Or I just may, you know, save them. But that's the general idea of the gate. It's probably not going to look, it won't look like a real gate, obviously, but it doesn't have to be to work. So, I think it's just as long as it works, I'm good with it. I'm not going to worry about it too heck of a lot. So that's the gate idea. But see, I think what do I want? 16 feet long. Not too sure on how tall I want it. Probably no more than 6 feet. That's for sure, because it'll be too tall then. But on one of these pieces, had the sizes on there, so I'll probably see what are these here. 1.5 inch by 1.5 inch, 3 feet long, 14 gauge, and that's what those were there that I was welding, was 14 gauge. So it's basically the same as this, it's just a bigger piece of it. So, just the truck's loud. So that's the part of the gate there anyway. Couldn't get very much. Then I had to get a bag of salt as well, so that was another $7 bucks for a bag of salt. Yeah, see, those 3 pieces right there are super heavy. But at least the gate will be pretty heavy. I might even have to put casters on it. Like little wheels on it, so it can roll real easy on the ground. So this is flat steel, whatever the fuck that is, whatever. But yeah, 1.5 inch by 1.5 inch, 3 feet long sections. They had 6 footers too, but they're like $13 a piece, and I was like, huh. If I probably could have gotten at least one, it would have been a lot nicer, but I think what I'm going to actually do is I'm just going to write this down, and then I'm going to look on my steel website there, and I think they sell this exact same stuff, and I could probably just order it from them for basically about the same. So, but I do go to the hardware too, so I mean either way, it doesn't really matter. It just sucks that this gate's I can tell you now that this gate's gonna be heavy, which is good because it won't break, it won't bend that damn easy, but it's gonna be a heavy son of a bitch, so it's probably gonna need wheels on it, I think, to roll. Yeah, it's gonna be rolling in tall grass, but I'm actually gonna probably try to keep the grass down a little bit just by trimming it or mowing it. But that's what they look like, and yeah. So I'm just trying to look here and see. That's all on here for information. But it looks like it's just 1.5 inch by 1.5 inch by 3 feet long, 14 gauge steel. And this doesn't have the painted shit on it. I think it's just the steel itself. So that's what I wanted. I didn't want it with the paint. It looks like it has some kind of a coating on it, but that's probably just to stop it from rusting. That you could either just burn through it, or just take the grinder to it. And, like if you know where you're going to weld, then just grind off that shit. And I'm not even going to bother. I'm going to burn right through the damn shit. But it's the same thickness though, 14 gauge, because I measured these pieces here, and apparently that was 14 gauge as well. So let's grab a little piece. So apparently it's the same. It's just a different size. Yeah. I don't know if you can see the difference or not, but it looks like it's basically the same. So, meaning it's going to be a good strong gate, but holy crap, is it going to ever be a heavy son of a bitch? But I know I can get casters from Northern Tool. I'll just have to see what they have for caster wheels. I could even make up something. Hell, I could even use this old stupid thing. This is some kind of a pulley. Just cut the rod so the rod's not so bloody long. And then, there's the old cat. What are you doing, kitty? This probably won't fit through any of these holes, I bet, though, will it? No, it's way too big. Well, I'd have to grind. I'd have to make the holes bigger. But just something kind of. I just have to either use something like that, just so it can roll. It can just do that, basically. Because it would suck to have to lift that gate all the time. But I mean, I'm just saying as an example. That's what I could do. So it's 1.5 inch by 1.5 inch. I have to try to look that up. But yeah, we're definitely going to need more. I think next month I'm unfortunately going to have to buy stuff for Big Red. Big Red's going to be due for an oil change, and he's going to get the whole works, and whatever money is left over, I will go buy some more steel if I have money left over, depending on how much it'll cost. It really shouldn't cost too much more than about the same as what I paid for the John Deere. The John Deere was like 110 bucks or whatever for the whole son of a bitch, so Big Red should be about the same, if not less, because I'm not buying hydraulic oil. I'm buying transmission oil, or not transmission oil, but I'm buying engine oil, gear case oil, which you can get them in just those little bottles. They don't need them in the big 1 gallon pails like the John Deere takes for hydraulics. So John Deere is really hydraulic thirsty because he really takes a lot of hydraulic oil, which is good because it everything on the tractor runs off those hydraulics. Where you going, cat? Where you going? You didn't stay at home very long. So yeah, I'm going to try to pick up some more of those. Okay, so yeah. So that's what I'm probably going to just end up doing here. I'm just going to look this stuff up here and see what it'll cost me. And see, the thing is too, I'm not going to need too many more these 3-foot sections. I think I might actually be able to get maybe one more, maybe I don't know. But I'm going to need more for the bottom, obviously. So I think for the bottom, I'm going to probably pick up a couple 6-footers instead of the 3-footers. I just got 3-footers for now to see what I was dealing with. So, and he doesn't really keep a whole big whack pile of this shit in stock. I mean, that's the only 3 he had sitting there. He had bigger ones, like I said, and smaller ones. But they wouldn't have mattered anyway, because wouldn't have had too much money left anyway. I probably would have been able to maybe get one more of these, because I was on a budget too, so would have been able to get one more, which would have helped, but whatever. There's not much you can do. You know, right now, I actually would have been able to get a lot more steel if it wasn't for having to, you know, pay for my sister's shit that I bought from her. So, and then next month is July, and that's when Big Red's due. Of course, the John Deere will be due then too, because it's been due since last year. Because last year it never got an oil change, so it was just too tight of a month that year. So, yeah. Comes that loud freaking truck again. Just like, can I ever not make a video of people driving by? So, it's nice though with the Chevy, but it's kind of jacked up too. It's kind of loud. Diesel, Duramax. Bet you Double Strike would like that truck. It's all blacked out and lift kit and turbocharged. It's actually got a hood now. He ran quite a few months without a hood. Must have been, maybe he had a hood custom made or something. It took him a while, I don't know, but yeah, so that's what we'll have to do, I guess. I'll try to maybe pick up a couple more pieces next month. I'm not even sure if I'll get the. I don't think I'm going to get the gate finished this year. I mean, if the time I do, it will be basically already be going into winter. And I want to get the CB thing done for the house too, so I got to put money in for that as well. But I should have a little bit more money now since I'm done paying for everything for my, you know, I'm not buying anything else for my sister now. So I paid for that. I'm done with that. I don't have to fucking worry about it. So if I pick up, I'll probably just pick up as much as I can. Probably just, I mean, because you can cut this stuff too if you had to, so it ain't gonna really matter. That's just, I guess, what I'll do. And because if I didn't have to buy, if I didn't have bought my sister's stuff, I probably could have gotten away with a lot more steel, but I just didn't really want to deal with it right now. So we will continue, I guess, next month. Next month, maybe I'll pick up a couple more, even if it's just like 2 or 3 more 3-foot sections. It's better than nothing. So, and at least I can kind of test out my welding skills too, because I've never really actually welded and made anything yet. I've just only fucked around with my welder. So here's a truck. So this will give me some time to kind of mess around with the welder. So that will be nice to try, I guess. Of course, we're not going to be making the gate back here. We will be doing it in my garage up at the house, because that's the only place where I can run my welder. So that's just what we'll do, I guess. But it's kind of stupid too, because I looked up round bars. I need to get 2 round bars, and they were like $15-16 for a 3-foot or a 4-foot section. You know, 1-inch thick shit, which is what I need. So still got to finish that project too. Hopefully after July, I will be able to do that. So, but whatever. That's what we'll do for now, guys. I guess we'll just leave that as it is. I'm gonna go look on my steel website there, and I'm pretty sure, I think I looked at the stuff before, but I don't think it was 1.5 inch, but 1.5 inch. But we'll take a look, and then we will. Because see, it's cheaper at the hardware as well. Because if you buy this stuff from the steel website, you're also paying for shipping and handling. So it's a little bit cheaper, getting it at your local hardware. Or if you happen to have a steel dealer around you, then it's even cheaper. But I don't. It's basically only my hardware, so I kind of have to make do with what I can get. So I don't have the option of going to places and getting my steel, So I guess we'll see what this guy's up to. The trailer doesn't even match the truck. The truck's red, but the trailer's blue. Maybe the other one's broken. Maybe he's just renting that one. So, but yeah, anyways, guys, I guess I'll probably take off because that's all I got. That's just all I got. It's just those three pieces there, and they're only 3 foot long sections. So obviously I'll get more, but that's all I can do for right now, boys. I don't even know if I'll get the chance to finish the gate this year. If I do, it'll be late in fall, and the gate, there won't be no point for the gate then. So, but stuff stinks too. But at least it's a start. So, and then if I have to, I can work with those little pieces down there too. But they're not exactly worth it. And I might need those for the garage door because that's what they were really meant for. So, but we'll see how it goes. See, what I could do too is just buy. Well, actually, this is still a good wheel right here. What I could do. See, this was actually off the old. Oh, this is off my air compressor. I bought new wheels for it because the other wheel was completely shot, but this one's actually still good. So I think what I could do is I could actually buy a big bolt and bolt this wheel on it. Actually, that wouldn't be too bad. That's actually a pretty good idea right there, because then I wouldn't have to buy a wheel. I got bolts. So if the gate is like this on the bottom, which I probably won't be, I don't know. Yeah, see, none of my bolts fit through there. I need a smaller bolt. That ain't no frickin' smaller than that, so. I'll have to get some smaller ones, and these are all big bolts for the cultivator. Because obviously that was a rebuild project too, but that one fits on there. What you could do is you could actually put it on there. Okay, you have to get a longer bolt, obviously. It won't fit in none of these holes, but it'll fit in this round hole. So bolt it on so it sticks out about there, and then see, the bolt won't fit all the way through, but then just bolt that on, and there you go. Because this wheel is actually still good, so that actually might do some good right there. So that's actually another deal right there. So we'll put that there. But yeah, so that's just what I'll have to do, I guess. I guess it's just get a longer. I actually might even have longer bolts. Do I not have longer bolts? I do, but I think they're too damn big though. And if I do, they might not be up to the job of holding up the weight of the gate. And if I do, they're probably a bit too skinny. See, this is why I like having stuff in stock, because then I can actually still figure around. Oh, those are screwed. I got these bolts, but they're kind of. See, this is kind of stupid long though. See, that's just stupid long. I could probably get those in this size, but shorter. And that probably wouldn't be an issue at all. Come on. I'm gonna have to get washers too, but I guess I got washers. Well, I guess there really wouldn't be a lot of slop in there. Well, there would be a little bit of slop. That's got the square head on it too, so that would cause an issue. And then, oh, that would probably work. But yeah, I just don't need them that stinking long though, so I'm just gonna get them in something like this, but a little bit longer. this here is just stupid long and stupid big. So that's what we'll do right there. This is just nuts. So probably have even shorter ones, but they're too small, and they wouldn't take the pressure. So, but it's just nice to have a stash of stuff around. You can kind of play around a little bit and see what's going on. But yeah, so I'll just pick up more of those, I guess. 1.5 inch by 1.5 inch. That's what I gotta try to freaking remember. I guess I'll just put them here. So that's what we got, boys. And I think I'll just use this wheel. I'll somehow just bolt it on there, and then the gate can just wheel on this. I wish I had an extra wheel, because then the whole weight of the gate could just simply be on that. Then it wouldn't matter, right? So, but we'll get the gate built first. I'll pick up a few more pieces, I guess, next month. I don't want to go on the hunt for stuff for Big Red and whatnot. So, alright, guys, I'm going to take off. So, I guess have a good day and stuff left. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.
Thank you.